Welcome, beautiful souls, to the weekly energy forecast. This is from the 18th through to the 24th of December. I hope that you guys are doing okay. You're doing well. I'm Felicity, by the way, if you're new here. If you are watching via my Instagram, be sure to comment. Let me know how this reading is for you. Feel free to share in your stories and, of course, like the video. And if you're over on my YouTube and you're new here, by all means, feel free to subscribe if you like my videos. And again, comment and like, and let me know how the reading is for you. But this week, okay. Okay, so first of all, we are in Mercury retrograde. We're heading into Capricorn season, my season. Happy birthday to all the Capricorns out there. Nearly happy birthday to them. So we're heading into Capricorn season as well. There is a lot going on at the moment. So I'm really interested to know how you guys are feeling. So for me, it's the last few days, especially over the weekend, I felt so incredibly not just drained and fatigued, but headaches. I felt like I was coming down with something. I just felt really kind of disorientated even, and just didn't feel quite in my body. And it didn't feel like I was coming down with something like a normal sickness. It was very odd, but I know that there's a lot going on in the collective. A lot of people are experiencing this, because I was just like, what is going on? And I had to check in with a few other people, and they're like, yes, I'm experiencing this too. So it's not, if you're experiencing that, you're not alone. Now, by all means, don't put everything down to a spiritual symptom. If you need to get yourself checked out by a doctor or whatever, then by all means, go ahead and do that. Use your discernment. But let's begin. So because with this Mercury retrograde, right? Mercury retrograde is a really great time to go inward. All retrogrades are. But I find that anything that comes up for you, or even myself, throughout retrograde, like when we have a retrograde and through Mercury retrograde, it's anything that comes up for me, it needs attention. And what I tend to notice, not every retrograde, but really this Mercury retrograde, is like a lot of past stuff coming up. So past, like, behavior, not behaviors, but like habits, cycles, thoughts even as well, that are just not helpful, and they're creating like a major distraction. Okay, it's like getting distracted by the shadow. So be really mindful of that. Don't allow the anything that's coming up for you to distract you from where it is that you're going. By all means, rest. It is a great time to rest as well. If you're really feeling that, again, use your discernment. But if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling lethargic, it's like rest, rest, rest. Really kind of go within and just pay attention to what's coming up for you as well. We're leading up, like next week, we have the full moon, and I'm pretty sure it's the full moon in Cancer. And so, Cancer is a very emotional sign. It's something like, I feel like there's going to be a big closing out of something very emotional that has been playing out for you throughout this entire year, and maybe even a bit before. But it's time to close it out. Like, we're heading towards the end of the year. It's time to let go of the cycles. It's time to really just breathe and let go. So don't allow the things that are coming up for you or triggers to distract you from the bigger picture of things, okay? Especially if you feel like you're in a period of stagnation. Like maybe you felt like you were go, 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 things are really moving smoothly for you, then all of a sudden you're back in this energy of stagnation, and you're like, what the fuck has happened? Okay, but I feel like it's like the moth energy. And moths to me are always around shadow work, always around the need to go within. And when I say within, I mean go into the inner world, go into your own underworld, okay? And this is where you meet the shadow, you get curious with the shadow, you sit with the shadow and alchemize it, turn it into something amazing, turn it into creativity, turn it into forward motion. Okay, all right, let's see here. Okay, yeah. So if you're feeling any of this, okay, any of this, the low vibrations. It could just be that your energy feels low as well. But if you're feeling like those negative thoughts coming in or anything like that, this is where that self-care comes in, the self-compassion comes in, a lot of self-love, and just really taking care of your physical vessel. But also if you're hanging around negative fucking people, like, let them go. Snip, 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 cut that cord. It's time to let it go, because if the next level that you're moving into, not everyone can come with you. And anyone that has that energy of really, they're stuck in such a low vibrational energy, they're constantly in victim consciousness, they're constantly complaining yet doing nothing to try and change it. These are the people you don't need in your life. And it's not to say they're bad people, it's not to say that they're malicious or anything like that, but the more that you hang out with that type of energy, it's very like that parasite energy, right? Like it clings to you. It starts to drain your energy force, energy vampires, things like that. So deep being, okay, this is the self-love and acceptance. So accept that these shadows are coming up. Accept what's coming up for you in general. Accept that maybe things were moving and now they've gone a bit stagnant, or they feel like they've gone stagnant. Accept it, because through the acceptance, things will gain momentum again. Through the acceptance, things will get easier. It's not always super easy, but it's, you know, again, it's that like deep being just makes me feel like go within, and like the moon cycles here. Okay. So pay attention to how you're feeling through the seasons and how you're feeling through the lunar cycle. And don't stress, because we have favorable outcomes. We have favorable outcomes. Okay. But what are you going to do with What are you going to do with the wisdom and the knowledge that you have learned this past year? And what are you going to do with it? How are you going to incorporate that into your life? How are you going to use it to make things better in your life? Okay, let's see what else comes through here. It really is calling for a really deep letting go, though, okay? A really deep letting go. Any sort of like anger or resentment you're still holding on to, or that you thought that you had let go of, and it is still some of it kind of showing up. It's like, it's calling for a deep purge of that. And some of you, the purge may come in physical form. Like you may feel your body physically purging. One thing that you can do if you want to, okay, is that you can ask your guides to help you release anything that just has to go from your body. So helping you release any sort of low vibrations from your body, low energy, anything that just doesn't belong there. And then have them also help you bring in the new light. So bring in the new fresh energy, the energy that's moving you forward, the energy that's bringing you into your next level. And then just seriously ask for that. And most likely for some of you will happen in your sleep, but others especially if you're really sensitive to energy, you'll feel it. Okay. You'll literally feel like energy on you. It's almost like you're being worked on. Okay. If that makes any sense. If you've had Reiki before or something like that, like it kind of feels like that. Okay. Let's pick these. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. What emotions are you still holding on to? Are you being emotionally reactive? Are you being emotionally reactive? Are you hanging out around with people that bring out that emotional reaction? Okay, that's not helpful, because the shadow of the Queen of Cups, she is very emotionally reactive. She lets her emotions get the best of her. Versus the light side, okay, when she's in her power, she's not allowing that. And she feels a lot, but she knows like how to manage it. Okay. We have Judgment. So what are you going to leave behind? And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. What the fuck are you guys going to leave behind? The 10 of Swords here. Stuff has to be let go. And look, I know I'm sounding really like, come on, let go, let go, let go. But I'm taking these messages for myself as well. They've been coming through for me too. And look, I know it can be difficult. I know it can be hard, but y'all can do it. Okay, y'all can do it. Feel free to join my membership. This is the stuff that we kind of go through, especially in the women's circles. I'm going to be doing a women's circle before the end of the year to really close out. We're going to do some candle magic. We're going to do some cutting cords. We're going to be releasing, but also bringing in and just getting that fresh energy. But we have Judgment here. So this is the energy of rebirth, but it's also like Judgment Day. You could look at it almost as if it's the receiving of your karma. And when I say karma, I don't mean like neither good nor bad. It's just what you have put in, now you're going to see start to come back, especially as we go into January. Okay. As we kind of, especially towards the end of January, you're going to start to see things that you've been working on within here is now showing up on the outer reality. So it's kind of depending on what you've been doing, the effort you've been putting in, etc., is then going to be dependent on what you see out here. But Judgment Day as well, it's kind of like, okay, I'm also hearing be mindful of not judging yourself, right? That's self-acceptance. So be mindful of any self-judgment, judgment even of your circumstances, okay? Okay. And when you have a look at here, this card here, so you see how there's this person in a cloak and they're moving through into this gateway, portal, whatever you want to call it, okay? And there's more of them in front. They're all walking through. Then you have her and she's looking behind. What this is giving me is this looking back to see not only how far you've come, but to see what it is that it's like an understanding of, yeah, I really need to let go of this. Yes, I really need to just move on from this. I'm ready to say goodbye. I have the choice, because you have the choice to either stay where I am or to move forward. I have the choice to repeat cycles or to finally step out of those cycles, step into higher levels of self-worth and move forward. None of this is easy work, guys. It's not, but it's all freaking worth it. The 10 of Pentacles, you are in your power, getting ready to step into your power. Some of you by the end of the week could be feeling more of this energy, like feeling more just energized after maybe a week of feeling really freaking tired. But also this is just a reminder of what you release, what you let go of, and deciding, like literally deciding that, using your discernment, just being like, no, I'm going to move through into this pathway. I'm going to allow my rebirth to happen. I'm not going to continue sitting in this same fucking cycle. I'm going to take myself out of it. I'm going to take myself out of the freaking circus. And this is where I'm heading. 10 of Pentacles, ultimate abundance, in your power, master manifester. Okay. All right, I feel like the messages are kind of just closing out here. So I'm just going to grab one to close this out. No one wants to come out. Okay, we have a Witch of the Woods, so retreat. Some of you might even be thinking about taking a retreat, okay? But retreat to transform. And when I say retreat, it's like you don't have to isolate yourself by no means. Like go and do things that recharge your energy. Hang out with those people that have beautiful energy and lift you up. But also spend some time resting and allowing information to come through, allowing your soul to speak to you, allowing you the time to hear your intuition, okay? But take a moment to step back, allow the transformation to take place, because you've got to rise through these flames. It's like, let what needs to go burn to freaking ashes and be reborn. I like to look at fire just like water. It's also cleansing. It's just cleansing in a different way. Okay, so maybe you want to work with a bit of the fire element as well. But remember, we're stepping into Capricorn season. Okay, the season of stepping into your freaking power. And Capricorns, we take no shit. We don't. We're very much like fuck around and find out. So that might be your energy as well. So don't allow those low vibes to come in. Allow transformation endings to take place. Okay, I did just see on my phone it hit 10:10. It's now 10:11, but still 10:10. It's like big endings, major endings. Let things close out. All right, guys, I send you so much love. Let me know if this resonates. Head to the link in my bio or check the description box below for all the information, how you can work with me and my membership. And I'll talk to you guys soon.